topic, we'll be treating the CSS elements attributes, how to style your elements with the attributes attached to the elements. So probably we've been using class and ID to style our elements just this way. What we've been doing before is by using the class or targeting the element itself in order to style it. We have been doing it this way. That's class, then our styling here. But for here, we'll be using attributes. Class is also an attribute, but we'll be seeing specifically what the attribute is all about. So let's create a new file for that. Create a new file here. CSS. Save it here. Okay, sorry, my bad. Why is it not? Okay, sorry. Okay, the CSS element attributes. That's HTML. So let's initialize our document. That is to giving our title CSS elements attributes. So before we start, in order to style an attribute in CSS or with CSS, it uses the notation. Like the notation goes this way. This is the notation to use when styling an attribute. So let's say you want to style an attribute here inside the body, within the body tag. We call that data body. Data body is body data. Let's say we want to style this body, but we don't want to use this. So in order for me to style this body data, then what I'm going to use is bring in my style, and then body, use the notation that I told you. In JavaScript, this is called array notation. So you put in the data body equal to this. So this attribute is used to start a particular element or within your page, to target a specific element or a specific value. Actually, a specific value within your element and within your page also. So you want to target this. You want to target the value body data. We might have multiple body data here, and we also want to target it. And we will still get to where we are going to implement that using an asterisk. So data body is body data, and then let's open our curly braces, and then let's say we want to give it a background color of black, which is this F 0, am I right? Okay, F. So let me use this. I'm not really familiar with this black. So okay, let's open this up and see what CSS element attributes. So you can see the body data that we styled now. Just change this background to dark color. So then let's see other examples of using attributes in styling. We can also you will use these attributes more when it comes to styling your forms in order to make it look good. You will use this attribute select CSS selector more within your forms. So let's look into this. Let's have a href in our links. I'll be creating up to four links here. So that should be a times 4. Okay. Let me structure my documents. That's look good. And then bring these down, and also down. And let me put my home. Contact. About. What else are we going to put here? FAQ. So let's see how that is. Okay. Maybe let's style our nav to make it, to give it a white color. Nav color should be white. Let's check that. So you have to be targeting the A within it. So that's it. Okay. And also text decoration of none, so that the underlined text won't be there anymore. Let's increase the font size normal window font size is 16 pixel, so I'll be giving it 1.2 em by the way. Let's see. Okay. And then let me see if a padding we work on this. Let's separate it more. Padding left 20 pixels. Okay, I will copy out some text. I just did here, and then paste it here for us to see the ways to use these attributes. We use this notation in order to target an attribute or to style an attribute. We use the equal to check for exact value, like I did here up here. So I'm using the equal to here to tell this here to tell the CSS to target this body data, nothing else but this body data. So, and see that it went well. So we will be using the asterisk equal to check if the attribute that we are targeting contains maybe partial parts of the value that we are telling it to get. So let's check this out. Let's target the home, the href home here. Let me see. Asterisk equal href equal to, that should be asterisk equal to home. I think let's have another stuff here. We'll be having a title. title FAQ, title about, title whenever a mouse is being hovered through these links, the title will come up. So title, contact us, and then this is the home. So we want to target the home here. Let's give it a color, a separate color of hot pink. Okay, so you can see with this we have targeted the home. So let's say we have another href here called home. It will also target it. Let's see if you could change this home. You see it also targets it. Then let's head over to the second one. Okay, so we are not yet through with that. Let's give it another one. Let me show you. Contains a patch out. So another link. Oops, sorry. A link. Let's see. Homer. This will change to pink, to hot pink. Let's see that. And you see, contains a partial means that at least it will contain part of the value that we are passing to it. And we see here it contains home, and this also contains home. So that's it with partials. Partials is denoted with asterisk equal to. So another one will be doing is a hyphen. Sorry, it's not hyphen. So another one is the caret equal to, which checks if the attribute starts with the partial. So for this one now, we'll be checking if this starts with a home, or if it doesn't start with a home. So let's comment this off and then run it here. So let's do another href for carrots. And where is my carrot? Carrots equal to home. Then let's give it also our hot pink. Color should be hot pink. So you can find guess usually this should come up with the hot pink. Okay, so with the hot pink, the href Homer will come up with the hot pink, because what starts our home here is an hashtag. So we see what I wrote here. This checks if the attribute starts with the partial. So since the attribute home does not start with an hashtag, so it's going to choose this one over that. So let's see that. Okay, and you can see our hot pink, the Homer hot pink, the Homer hot pink. Okay, so let's say we want to target our title and then give it a little bit of styling. We'll be doing that with okay, maybe the next one we are going to use that. And the next one we are going to do now is the $ equal to, as the next one that we are going to do now, which checks if the attribute ends with the partial. So ends with the partial means Okay, so let's see this in action. So the value, the attribute, check if the attribute ends with the partial. So which means our value, the value that we want will be at the end. So let's see this in action. Maybe let's say we want to style our title equal to probably we have another title here. It's about us. And about us. Okay, let's go on. Let's say we want to style our contact us. Contact us. And so give it a color. Also give the color of hot pink. So that means our value is supposed to end with contact us. Oh, sorry, I didn't put the dollar sign. Our value is supposed to end with this. So probably, and it mustn't be it mustn't be a whole word. So let's see if this is styled and hover over it. Seems like it doesn't. Okay, let's try using the us. Let's see if this works. Is it supposed to be this way? Okay, yeah. It's supposed to be. So we can see that it targets the last, ends with the partial, and this is our partial here. So the next one we are going to be looking into is the stroke equal to, which checks if the attribute starts with the partial. It might also be followed by a dash, common in classes, for example, or just contains the partial. So starts with the partial. So we'll be doing it this way. href and this equal to I think I'm still in the right direction. Okay, so href equal to, let's target the FAQ. This is showing an error. Let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, so it seems like the error is no more. Why is it showing an error? Okay, so color is also hot pink. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so as you can see, because our FAQ starts with hash also, so it wouldn't come up. So let's say hash. That means it will style every of the A tag here. What's happening? Okay, proceeding with we really have to take something that has a preceding dash. Maybe let's have a hashtag dash. So you can see that in action. So bear it in mind that the slash equal to checks if the patcher starts with, check if the attribute starts with the patcher and is followed by a dash. So if you have any element or any attribute that has a dash, always use the stroke equal to target that. So moving up, we'll move up to the tilde. That symbol, this symbol here is a tilde. So we'll be looking at it now very briefly. So tilde href tilde equal to. So the tilde checks if the patcher is contained in the element in the attribute, but separated by spaces from the rest. So then we also have a way of so they are also case sensitive. So if you add an I just before the closing bracket, that check. I didn't complete it. So all the checks are case sensitive. So let's play around with the tilde equal to and see what it does. So the tilde equal to checks if the patcher is contained in the attribute but separated by spaces. So maybe we have now is the best way to start our title because they are separated by spaces. Let's decide about us. Let's say let's float it. Let's float to the right. If it got it, let it float it to the right. So doesn't. Since they are case sensitive, we'll be using about us and still the same thing. Title tilde equal to let's remove the us and check this. Okay, so contents. So that means our us should be about again. So also bear it in mind that all the checks are case sensitive. So as you can see, the us here is in lower caps, but the us here is in uppercase. So that's why it moved the contact to the left, to the right. So that will be all of it, guys. Stay tuned for the next topic.